but I am not sorry that I'm in love with you. I love you, Damon.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic TV couples that have become a cornerstone of the teen drama genre. Since we'll be discussing key plot details, here's your spoiler alert.
You okay? It's just painful. I know.
Number 20, Clark and Lana. Smallville. For roughly a decade, fans were hooked on this will they, won't they couple. Unlike most other pairings under this trope, however, Clark and Lana don't get a happy ending. The two start off as friends before realizing their feelings can't be kept at bay.
I have to live with the decisions that I've made. I just need to know that you love me.
In any other show, this relationship might have progressed organically. But things tend to get a little complicated when you're in love with the last son of Krypton.
Wish I could explain, but I can't.
Story of your life.
With extraterrestrial forces and Lana's equally complex relationship with Lex Luthor in the way, the pair's shot at happiness is constantly derailed. Still, their undeniable chemistry made fans tune into Smallville time and again, cementing Clark and Lana as one of the defining teen couples of the early aughts.
To see you on the street every day, I'll not be able to touch you.
Stay.
Number 19, Spencer and Olivia, All American. It takes some time before the romantic undertones of this couple fully surface, but Spencer and Olivia have a clear connection from the first time they share the screen. In a tension-heavy sports drama, the pair provides the perfect balancing act.
There's a reason we're together. Look at Jordan and Simone. If today taught me anything, it clarified for me that if you got a chance at real happiness, you gotta take it.
Where certain all-American storylines about class struggles can feel particularly heavy, this romance ignites a refreshing sense of hope. Sure, some of their problems lean into genre tropes, however, most of the challenges that Spencer and Olivia face are dealt with a mature touch, reflecting the real-life parallels the series shoots for.
And even though life took us on a journey, multiple journeys, my heart and soul always made it back to you because you're home.
Thank you for teaching me how to love you.
Thank you for loving me.
Ultimately, the culmination of their arc feels entirely earned, offering a heartfelt reminder that happy endings might just be real. Number 18, Willow and Tara, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Among the most groundbreaking relationships in TV history, this romance remains a fan favourite to date. Initially paired with Oz as one of the show's primary couples, Willow eventually begins to realise her feelings for Tara. While Oz offered her love and stability, it's Tara who provides Willow with the clarity she needs.
Shh, darling. Can't do this. We can do this.
Their journey is ultimately centered around growth and self-discovery, even if it's a constant work in progress. Bringing major representation of the LGBTQ+ romances on screen, Willow and Tara's story has deeply resonated with fans across generations. And though their romance meets an untimely and tragic end, its profound impact continues to be felt to this day.
I'm totally not here. You guys, you do whatever you want. I'll go watch TV downstairs really loud in the basement where I can't hear anything. Oh my God! I love you guys.
Number 17, Jughead and Betty, Riverdale. This self-professed weirdo and the perennial girl next door make for a captivating duo.
Doesn't it ever occur to you just how different we are? Like, on a cellular DNA kind of level? You're a straight A student. You're a cheerleader, for God's sakes. You're the perfect girl next door.
I hate that word.
I'm the damaged loner outsider from the wrong side of the tracks.
More so than any of Archie's romances, Riverdale fans tuned in to see how the Betty-Jughead dynamic played out. The fact that actors Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart were a real-life couple at the time added even more intrigue, as Jughead and Betty's chemistry sizzled on screen.
And now all I can think is maybe I'm crazy like they are.
Hey, we're all crazy. We're not our parents, Betty. We're not our families.
Admittedly, this CW show got more outlandish the longer it went on, but it was hard to resist at its best. The Bughead romance represents the series during its prime, pulling viewers into this unconventional yet magnetic pairing. Number 16, Elena and Stefan, The Vampire Diaries.
I was just, it's a long story.
We get it, most fans were rooting for the Delena ship, but there's something endearing about the Vampire Diaries original pair. For some, Elena's connection with Stefan feels more natural. While her romantic tension with Damon is palpable, you can't deny the inherent warmth and unwavering support that Stefan provides. The Stelena pairing was the foundation of the show's success, propelling the Vampire Diaries to mainstream popularity.
It's enough just to find love. It's the only thing to be sure of.
Their bond wasn't just built on attraction, it was a deep and enduring friendship. Where she helped him reconnect with his humanity, Stefan's influence opened Elena up to possibilities she couldn't have imagined. They may not have been endgame, but the Elena-Stefan romance remains one of the show's biggest home runs.
It's good to see you, Elena. One last time.
Number 15, Lucas and Peyton, One Tree Hill. No matter how much they try to avoid confronting their feelings, these two always find their way back to each other. For better or for worse, Lucas and Peyton were meant to be. Though their dynamic comes with a lot of heartbreak, sorry Brooke, they just can't stay apart.
You see? It does mean something.
I can't.
But it does.
Lucas, you're dating Brooke.
I know. And she's great. Okay, but she's not you.
From dealing with fractured family bonds to navigating struggling careers, Lucas and Peyton are forever entangled. Most of One Tree Hill revolves around their on-again, off-again dynamic, which fans couldn't help but root for. But as the show matured, so did their relationship. And against all odds, this couple finally makes it work. Their story shows that while true love is never easy, it's always worth fighting for.
Take a ride with me, Peyton Sawyer.
Don't you mean Peyton Scott?
Number 14, Ezra and Aria, Pretty Little Liars. This student-teacher relationship may be somewhat controversial, but Ezra fans will be quick to tell you that there's nothing creepy about it, especially after the show jumped forward 5 years in its 7th season.
Will you marry me? Wait, is that a yes?
Yes, Ezra. Completely, absolutely yes.
This on-again, off-again couple has broken up and gotten back together in almost every season of the show, but viewers know they're meant to be, even when Ezra and Aria themselves may doubt it. Fortunately, this is one TV couple that got there happily ever after, with an engagement, a wedding, and even plans for an adoption in their future. These guys are in it for the long haul.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. And kiss the bride. I present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Fitz.
Number 13, Ephraim and Amy, Everwood. Everwood may not have quite cemented itself in the upper echelon of teen dramas, but the Ephraim-Amy pairing remains unforgettable. These two are constantly on the cusp of something more, but life always seems to have other plans. In the early days, their friendship revolves around Ephraim's unrequited feelings for Amy, as teen romances usually go.
Look, I'm sorry if I...
No, I'm sorry. Look, Amy, I know your life is really rough right now, and I want to be there for you. I do, but not like this. I can't keep being your second choice. Not when you're my first.
However, their eventual relationship spirals into a series of false starts and missed opportunities. From misunderstandings, academic struggles, or other romantic interests, something continually seems to get in their way. But we'll admit it, that's what makes them so much fun to watch. Sure, their ending might feel a bit rushed, but fans still get that big emotional payoff they've been waiting for the show's entire run.
I love you too. I knew it then. I know it now. I'll know it always. You're it, Amy. I won.
I am.
You always have been.
Number 12, Angela and Jordan, My So-Called Life. Despite lasting just one season, My So-Called Life remains one of the most critically acclaimed teen dramas in TV history. While framed as a coming-of-age story for main character Angela Chase, the show also explores her complex relationship with classmate Jordan Catalano.
Like as their job?
Yeah.
I would really like to do that.
Part-time.
Through the ups and downs of adolescence, Angela and Jordan are inexplicably drawn to each other. Although they're only officially a couple for a solitary episode, their relationship embodies the delicate nature of young love. Heartwarming at times and frustrating in others, this duo captures how teenage romances ebb and flow with each day.
Admit what?
That all of this happened. That you have emotions. That you can't, treat me one way in front of your friends and the next minute leave me some note.
With that in mind, the show's early cancellation is almost poetic, leaving fans to decide for themselves if these two ever made it work. Number 11, Veronica and Logan, Veronica Mars. Most of the couples we've mentioned went from friends to lovers, but this pair follows a very different path.
So does your dad still think that Lily's father did this? That's my girlfriend. Your friend? Duncan's sister? Your dad is destroying the Kane family. What's the matter with you people, huh?
Beginning the series at odds, Veronica and Logan take a 180-degree turn few could have seen coming. From barely standing each other to falling head over heels, this couple proves that there's a fine line between love and hate. Thanks to the show's neo-noir format, fans are given a refreshing lens to follow Veronica and Logan's journey.
Aren't we trying to be friends? As your friend, I was angry at what happened to you. Someone's always supposed to pay, right? Isn't that the rule we live by?
We tried to be friends, and it didn't work. This is the moment, Logan, right now, where it is just done.
Each season's central mystery pushes their relationship to its limits, creating an emotional tug-of-war that divides the audience. In the final season, fans are teased with the possibility of their happily ever after.
I texted Suri. I'm running a few minutes late.
Well, this is what I got.
I can see how that could be confusing. I dictated the text. I blame Siri. But I'm here now. There's no place I'd rather be.
Ultimately, though, Veronica suffers an agonizing loss that leaves everyone heartbroken. Number 10, Dylan and Brenda, Beverly Hills 90210.
So, are you sorry we missed the movie?
Oh, yeah.
As a global phenomenon in the 90s, 90210 popularized the teen soap opera genre. Whether you're inclined towards the Donna and David romance or the Dylan and Brenda ship, there's a lot of relationship drama to go around. Dylan's similarly complicated relationship with Kelly created a love triangle that had viewers at the edge of their seats. Still, his romance with Brenda remains the show's biggest talking point. In a classic case of the good girl falling for the bad boy, the couple's opposite attract dynamic never lost its appeal. The world was sadly robbed of Shannon Doherty and Luke Perry far too soon, but their unforgettable performances as these iconic characters will continue to define a generation.
I've never stopped loving you. And I know now I never will.
I'll applaud you from afar.
I want more than your applause. I won't be gone forever, Dylan. Give me something to come back to.
Number 9, Jess and Rory, Gilmore Girls. This entry may be cause for some debate, as Rory has several significant relationships throughout the run of the show, but her romance with Jess made every bookworm girl believe that she could find a bad boy who loved to read as much as she did, and that's special.
Right now, I have to go, understand?
Not at all.
It's more fun that way, isn't it?
Beat it.
These two definitely had their ups and downs, but as the series progressed, Jess matured into a great guy who wanted the best for Rory. There weren't many people in Stars Hollow rooting for these two. except Luke. But viewers certainly love them together.
Wow. So.
Yep.
Wow, well, this is great.
I'll tell Dean you said that.
You know what I mean. Rory and Jess, Jess and Rory. I think this is great.
If only the show had a different romantic ending in store for the couple.
I don't deserve this, Rory.
No, you don't. You don't deserve it. I'm in love with him. Despite all the bad he's done, I can't help it. I'm in love with him.
Love, huh?
Yeah.
Number 8, Stiles and Lydia, Teen Wolf. While their initial story may have been one of unrequited love, with Stiles harbouring a crush on Lydia for years before anything came of it, Lydia eventually came to realise she felt the same way.
I read once that holding your breath could stop a panic attack. So, when I kissed you, you held your breath.
It took many seasons of shippers hoping, but in season 6, after some earlier teases, these two finally confessed their feelings to each other, and Stydia became a reality. And come on, wasn't them finally getting together all the more satisfying because we had to wait for it? Stiles and Lydia care strongly for one another, and are deeply committed to keeping each other safe, which, given the lives they lead, they've had ample opportunity to demonstrate.
I didn't say it back.
You don't have to.
Number 7, Nathan and Haley, One Tree Hill.
You know, I keep putting myself out there and you keep blowing it. And it's probably a good thing because at this point, there's nothing that you can say or do that's going to surprise me. Except that.
Lucas and Peyton may have been intended as the main romance of the show, but they were easily eclipsed by Nathan and Haley. These two have been through pretty much everything together, from car crashes to kidnappings to school shootings. They've shared many kisses in the rain, and despite some ups and downs, have always come back to each other.
Because I love you. Because you're looking really hot standing out here in the rain, and I'm thinking I have to kiss you.
Well, if you have to.
After this series jumped forward several years, we got to see what Naley was like with a child in the mix, and of course they were the perfect parents. They made us believe that maybe high school marriages actually can work out in the end. You just need the right partner.
I don't think anybody understood the love that I had for you. Because if they did, they would have never doubted us. So I wanted to marry you all over again, in front of most of our world. Because today, when I look into your eyes, my love for you only grows.
Number 6, Pacey and Joey, Dawson's Creek. This is one story where the protagonist doesn't end up with the girl next door, and it makes so much sense. From the beginning, there was chemistry between Dawson's friends Joey and Pacey, even though Joey did end up with Dawson for a period of time.
Let's not forget who started this, okay? Let's not forget who pushed me towards Joey Potter in the first place. It was you! Yes, it was you, because you couldn't be bothered.
Because I didn't want to get hurt again, Pacey. I still had feelings for her. I still loved her.
The tension between these two was always undeniable, and you'd be hard-pressed to find any dedicated viewer of the series who thought that Joey made the wrong choice by opting to be with Pacey over Dawson. In the finale, they finally made the decision that fans thought they should have made all along, ending up together after many years of strife.
Are those tears? Are you crying?
You got me.
Number 5, Seth and Summer, The OC. Seth and Summer may not have had the drama that Marissa and Ryan did, but they were definitely the most adorable couple in Orange County. This is a classic tale of opposites attracting, with popular girl Summer falling for comic book nerd Seth.
You remember that? That was like 6th grade.
I wish I was a mermaid and was friends with all the fish, a shiny tail, and seashells.
Their banter and bickering made them feel totally relatable, adding some much-needed levity to a show that otherwise had a habit of taking itself quite seriously. We're so happy these two ended up together. Captain Oates and Princess Sparkle forever.
Some of these George guys, they look so idealistic.
You got nothing to worry about. Just remember, this isn't goodbye. You're my destiny, Cullen.
Go save the world, Summer Roberts.
Number 4, Finn and Rachel, Glee. Though the popular quarterback dating the artistic loner trope may be a staple of teen movies and television, Hudson Berry proved to be so much more. Sure, their relationship may have gotten off to a rocky start, but as it progressed, Finn and Rachel proved to have a very real and deep connection.
You okay?
Don't worry about me. Okay, this is all up to you now. You wanted the solo, you wanted the chance to be the star. This is your chance. Don't screw it up.
Of course, this on-screen chemistry was only intensified by the fact that Lea Michele and Corey Monteith dated in real life. Sadly, Monteith's sudden death brought an abrupt and tragic end to this ill-fated TV relationship. Though we may not have gotten to see the fairy tale ending we all wanted for Finchel, this couple will forever be immortalized in the hearts of fans.
I couldn't make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you.
Number 3, Damon and Elena, The Vampire Diaries. Of the many couples on The Vampire Diaries, Damon and Elena are the undisputed fan favourite. In fact, in an E! News showdown, they were actually voted the number 1 TV couple of all time, beating out many other pairs from shows with passionate fandoms.
You want a love that consumes you. You want passion and adventure and even a little danger.
It's been a very, very long road for Delena, having experienced countless roadblocks, ups and downs over the course of their relationship. Vampire romance always has that dark and dangerous quality that makes it so enticing, but even by vampire standards, Damon and Elena's is a love story for the ages.
Because I make bad choices that hurt you. Yes, I would have rather died than be human. I'd rather die right now than spend a handful of years with you, only to lose you when I'm too old and sick and miserable and you're still you. I'd rather die right now than spend my last final years remembering how good I had it and how happy I was.
Number 2, Chuck and Blair, Gossip Girl. In a stark departure from the Gossip Girl books, Chuck and Blair became the most rooted for couple in this dramatic series set on New York's Upper East Side. From their steamy initial hookup to their happily ever after, this somewhat dysfunctional couple gave fans plenty of intrigue.
You were amazing out there.
I don't want this moment to ever end, where everything's nothing without you.
While Serena and Dan may have been the slightly more wholesome and predictable couple to ship, Chuck and Blair were all about the excitement, the drama, and of course, the breakups and makeups. Needless to say, viewers just couldn't get enough of them.
Do you, Chuck, take Blair to be your lawfully wedded wife?
3 words, 8 letters.
Blair, do you take Chuck to be your lawfully wedded husband?
1 word, 3 letters, yes.
Then by the power vested in me by the great state of New York, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Brandon and Kelly, Beverly Hills 90210. This pairing kickstarted another iconic love triangle for the series.
I like being in your world, Brandon. I want to stay in it.
Well, you're welcome to stay as long as you want.
Ryan and Marissa, the OC. An on-again, off-again couple that puts Ross and Rachel to shame.
Can't you just forgive me?
No. I don't know if we should be together. I mean, look how easy it was for someone to come into our lives, come between us.
Lindsay and Nick, Freaks and Geeks. A young romance that reminds many of their first heartbreak.
No hard feelings, right?
Right.
All right, well, I'm gonna go practice, or I'll see you on Monday.
John B. and Sarah, Outer Banks. A romance that neither can quit.
I don't want it back.
Sometimes some things just are meant to be.
Toby and Spencer, Pretty Little Liars. What's a love story without a little danger?
Okay, I know that it was my idea to wait. But right now, I'm just completely forgetting why.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Angel and Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy Summers has major relationships with 2 reformed vampires throughout the run of the show. Although fans are split on which one they like more, we've got to give this title to the more iconic of the 2 pairings, Buffy and Angel.
I love you. I try not to, but I can't stop.
Me too. Can't either.
Long before other vampire romances hit the teen drama TV scene, these 2 were playing out the inevitable dramas that occur when one member of a couple is undead. Their love wasn't meant to be, but for the seasons they were together, our 90s hearts couldn't get enough.
I'm not gonna say goodbye. When we get through this, I'm just gonna go. You understand?
Which teen TV couple still leaves you swooning? Let us know in the comments.
You'll remember after I put some clothes on.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.